Okay, so we're doing an acid-base titration, but we want to get a pH curve. So we're going to be doing this very slow and taking intervals every 0.5 milliliters. So here's that first part, just showing we have a base in there. And now I'm going to pipette 10 mils of the acid into the Erlenmeyer flask and add bromothymol blue to the indicator, just so we know when the titration is over. So doing that. So grabbing that acid, then transferring it on over the 10 mils to the Erlenmeyer flask. That will be the amount that we are going to be titrating in our experiment. And the acid we're using is sulfuric acid. So adding in the bromothymol blue will turn that acid yellow. So getting there, almost there, adding that in. Okay, so we have that now. Get that yellow color, and then we want to test the pH, and our starting pH is going to drop because we do have a strong acid. So I think it goes down to 1.29, and we'll see that in a second. And then when the pH probe and the meter kind of start to go between one or two values, just call it and move on to the next. So that's what I have done here. It's fluctuating between 1.29 and 1.30. So I pick one and record it. Then you're just adding 0.5 milliliters at a time. And the lab is very slow, and you have to be very efficient to get this one done because it is tedious, but the point is to get the graph. And to get the graph, we need to be able to go in these intervals. So adding 0.5 and grabbing that pH and recording it. And then I believe now I just have that titration going, and we're going to swirl, and I should be stopping every 0.5, but just for the point of the experiment, I was going a little bit faster. You see that color sticking around, so we know we're at the end point. So we got that green color, so that was great. And then we have to pass that end point so that we can get the full effect of that curve. So I put my thumbs down, showing that I went way past it, which isn't the best, but that's okay. And then you want to figure out what the pH is at the very end. So interesting, I put that probe in and the color starts to go a little bit more green. So adding a little bit more base just to make sure we get that full on curve.
Yeah, I'll grab it for you in a second. Okay.
So we test that pH, and we want to record that ending, showing that it is that hike. There we go. You can't see that the best, but it was 13 point something. And then at the end we graph it. Because this is H2SO4, we do have more than one equivalence point, and it's strong acid and strong base, so there is no buffer zone, but we should be able to graph that out and show all of our information having a complete curve. Thanks for watching.